Good morning to you as you are coming on one by one. It is beautiful weather in the United Kingdom today. My name has not changed, Leah Tokunbo Olagbaye. This video is going to go into YouTube straight away. Although all my videos are in the YouTube, so if you are looking for any of my videos, just go into YouTube if you don't have time to connect on Facebook. And you can also be my friend and subscribe on YouTube as well. So try to subscribe to my channel on YouTube so that you will not mix out on any of my relevant information that I am putting out there. There is so much happening in the United Kingdom with regards to the immigration and nationality law. And as you may be aware, it is an administrative law that tends to change from time to time through the parliament instruments. And when it changes, it means that it has to be implemented by the legal practitioners in an appropriate way that will suit our clients and make them have a successful result. And only a good lawyer will be abreast of it and will know how to make an amendment and apply the correct changes in the law into the individual application. The 7-year rule is something that has been bothering my mind, and a lot of people have been calling me and want me to speak about and want me to talk about it. I have spoken previously on 7-year rules, and nothing has changed other than the fact that the 2016 Act inserted the word reasonableness into it. That doesn't mean that you can be in the UK, you cannot be removed, or you can be in the UK, you cannot be granted. What is Section 117 or section of the Immigration Act 117 is saying? Basically, it says so many things that you would need to have your time with me today to know that if you have a 7-year-old child, especially 8-year-old child going to 9 now, you can put in an application. I have read and digressed a lot of ladies hail decision. When we look at decisions of the judges, especially Court of Appeal, when you have some supreme judges like Lady Hale, in the case of ZH Tanzania, then you will understand where I'm coming from. In the case of MA Pakistan, you will be with me straight away. And when the instrument was passed on this, inserted the section 117 of the Immigration Act 2016, it's basically saying that the rules are still there. The rules are still there. So if you have a 7-year-old child, what is depriving you from making an application? The first thing you need to be aware of is that the root of 7 years is not for both parents. It's only encouraging a single mother that has a single father or single mother that has sole responsibility, or a parent that wants to have access to the child in the United Kingdom. Now, that particular section of 2016 Act, basically, let me pieces it for you in a layman's language. Don't let me take you into the rigid way of law, because if I take you in the rigid law, in the rigid arena, you will not be able to understand where I'm coming from. The basic of it is that the Section 117 of the Immigration Act, Section 117B of the Immigration Act, the subsection 6 of it is saying that who can have that opportunity to make an application under 7-year route. Now, that section is saying that the Secretary of State will be guilty and will be infringing your opportunity to make an application if you are not under deportation. If you're not liable for deportation, it basically means that the reason to refuse you under Section 117B will be very weak. It's not strong. Even those who are liable for deportation, they will still have their way under 117D to get out of it, the foreign criminal cases. But let me concentrate on 7-year route. There has been ups and downs with the issue of 7 years, and a lot of people are so worried that has it been taken off, or is it still there? I am categorically reassuring you that 7-year route has not been taken off. So if you are out there and you want to put in an application, please, I am begging you, bring your case forward for consultation into my office first. Bring your case forward into consultation to my office. Because if you don't come for consultation and you take your case to somebody who does not know how to apply the applicable law into that 7-year route, you will be refused completely. You will be refused and you will not succeed under any act. Because the word that has inserted makes it so rigid, and it's only for senior lawyers who can apply law that can use it properly. Now, I'm looking closely into a qualified child. That is what the section is saying. A qualified child. Now, when you look at the wording as it is worded, a qualified child. Who is a qualified child? I don't have to open the book to read it for you again, because it has already been digressed. I have looked at it, I have digested it, I have read it, I have swallowed it. A qualified child is either a British citizen child or a child that has lived in the United Kingdom continuously. So when you make an application under that qualified child and you are refused, and you are not likely to be deported or you are not facing deportation, there is something that is not right within the perimeter of the law that the Secretary of State agents may have used to make a decision on your application. And it is most likely that your Article 8 right will be infringed. It is most likely that your Article 8 right will be infringed. What am I saying? In a layman English, to put it simply to you, the law that I have read and I have digressed, it's saying that a child that is born in the UK from the age of 4 years old, from the age of 4 years old, is now starting putting the roots down and now starting realizing who or she is, now starting to form life, form family, form friends, form caucus and network in his country or country of birth, which is the United Kingdom. When that child is now growing and is now growing to the age of 7 years, to now want to uproot that child from the country that the child is well acquainted with, it means that the total life of that child will be turned upside down, because the child is going to be taken into a country that the child has no knowledge of. Now, when we talk of looking into the immigration rule, are we actually talking about the history of the parent that put in the application? Lady Hale, which is one of the Supreme Court of, one of the senior judges in this country, Court of Appeal ruling in Tanzania case, it's saying that the immigration history of the mother is irrelevant or the father is irrelevant at a particular time, because the child does not dictate of the country where he is by himself. He has to follow the route of the part of the parent, and as a result of that, that child could not be punished through the dirty immigration history of his or her parents. Now, basically, what each of them is saying in the rulings, because there are several rulings there, what each of them they are saying is that there has to be better consideration for a child that is born in the UK that has lived his or her whole life in the United Kingdom. The best interest of that child needs to be considered. What is the best interest of the child? Although previously the Secretary of State is saying that the best interest of the child will be to live as a family unit with the parents in the country where the parents will be taken to. But the judges have got themselves involved. And you know the court of the jurisdiction in the United Kingdom. The judges have a final say. So the parliament law has to be pieces by the judges. And as a result of that, the word reasonable test that was inserted now needs to be pieces as well. Would it be reasonable to move a child that was born in the UK, that speaks English alone, that has not lived anywhere, any other country, that has not gone out of holiday into another country, that hasn't got other language, that hasn't got the ethics of other country? Would it be reasonable to move that child into that country of his or her parents where they come from? That is not down to a lawyer that wants to handle that case. That kind of 7 years is not for a joke, and it's not for Dick and Harry. It's for those who wine and dine, sleep and eat inside immigration and nationality law. So therefore, it's for senior people senior lawyer that can handle such. It is not for a junior lawyer. But let me reassure you that 7-year rule is still there. It has not been taken out. You've been asking me several times and questioning my autonomy. I should speak to say something. I'm telling you that the 7-year rule on a child that was born in the UK or that brought into the United Kingdom that lives in the UK for 7 years or above, that right has not been taken out. And you know the juicy part of it? You don't have to be the biological parent of that child. As long as you have parental responsibility, Section 177B is speaking for you. You see what I mean? Section 117B6 it's saying that as long as the case is not liable for deportation, there cannot be any reason for the Secretary of State to refuse it. The stronger part of it is that once the child has clocked 7 years, the child has already put roots down in the United Kingdom. I'm on 07908 628 240. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on 07908 628 240. Join me live right now. Call in and ask questions that is bothering your mind. Well, it depends on who handled the matter, my dear Rodria. It depends on who actually took the case to court for you or who submitted the application to the Secretary of State on your behalf. You know, I find it offensive to tell me that a male lawyer confirmed this. Please, I found it very offensive. Don't use the word masculine and feminist here for me. I find it very offensive. I don't want to know whether somebody is a male or female in this profession. As long as you are capable to handle the matter. I don't want to know the masculinity of it because it will make me angry for sexism wise. I take my sex very serious. So I don't want to know whether a male lawyer or a female lawyer. I found it very offensive when somebody is telling me something to do with a male. I don't like it. It's disrespecting me and disrespecting other women that are working hard in the arena of this profession or other profession. You know, so don't say a male lawyer again. It's very rude. Please. So as I am saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, apologies to that statement. I want to continue quickly as a matter of fact. I'm on 07908 628 240. 07908 628 240. When you want to use the word, you said another lawyer has confirmed. That would be appropriate, not a male lawyer. That is very insulting. There are many women that are working hard in all their lives, and they will not take that language simply. Good morning to you, dear.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to make a confirmation. I'm going through a drug on my son and my partner. We had a fight, so we don't get together. All the documents which I used to make with the application, he took it away from me. So I don't know if I'll be due to renew very soon. So I don't know if I don't know if there's a way I can go around that.
Have you been granted 2.5 years already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you have been granted 2.5 years, how old is your first child?
My first child will be 4 in September.
So was your partner a British citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
So your child is supposed to have a passport?
It's not a passport, but it's not citizen.
You know you can apply for another one and run that one down with him.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, you can apply for a new passport because you are the mother and you have a status. So you have every right to apply for another one. Do you have a copy of that passport?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please put in another. If he fails to release the passport in your hand,
Yes, ma'am.
please put in another one straight away and run down the one in his hand. The one that is holding, render it useless.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, ma'am. I will call you to put an appointment when it's time.
that is not a problem, my dear.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hi, ma. I just want to ask you a question. I'm fine, thank you, ma. I just want to ask you a question, ma.
Please go ahead.
I had a discretionary to remain. I had a discretionary to remain with my uncle. And it passed in 2009. And in 2002, I had my twin. And I renewed it and I got it in 2015. And now in 2016, I proved my lawyer has me to life in the UK. Because I didn't pass the life in the UK and it said I should extend it. So by the time they get back to me, they refused my application, but they gave me a right to appeal. So my right to appeal, my appeal is this month, 22 this month.
Okay.
So, and I've got my twin is 6 years old. So I don't know, because I don't know exactly what he's saying.
At the time of submission, how old was the child that you submitted under?
5 years.
Why would you submit an application under a child that is only 5 years old? Under 7-year route.
Yeah, we both have discretionary leave.
You have.
Both of us have discretionary leave.
Okay. Okay.
They both have what I have.
Okay. Did you apply under your partner?
No.
How did you get your discretionary leave?
Through my uncle.
Oh, through your uncle.
Yeah, in 2009, I got my discretionary leave.
So you should have renewed second time again.
Yeah, I've renewed second time again in 2012. I renewed in 2012. They gave me another 3 years.
So you should have been going for. You should be on your indefinite leave to remain now.
Yeah. That's why I said to my lawyer, but she said because I did not do the life in the UK, so I have to do an extension. That when I get the extension, I can put in for my 2 years at any time. So by the time they get back to me, and the application is over 1 year with them, by the time they get back to me, and they refuse my application.
Of course, they have to refuse. What kind of lawyer is that? What kind of advice is that? That is a shamble advice, and that's a weak one. If your lawyer is supposed to put you ready for your indefinite leave to remain, like a training, like a tuition. That is how I deal with my client that are on discretionary leave. I get my clients prepared and ask them to go and do their English test. You see, life in the UK is not final. They can do that when they are going for a British passport, for the naturalization. The crucial one is the English test.
I said that to her, but she said to me they might refuse you and they might not give you right to appeal.
Not at all. I have successfully submitted indefinite leave to remain for my clients under the emblem of the discretionary leave of the old rule, and I'm still submitting because they came under old rule. And you have to, once they have English test, life in the UK test is not compulsory at this stage, but it will be compulsory when you are going for your naturalization.
What I'm asking now that with the case I'm going this month, did I have a take? Because I'm a bit scared now.
The meaning of what I always said that that's what you are just coming through now, so you have to be careful. That's the meaning of what I always say. The person that has status does not, so that the person doesn't end up being without status again and end up being without job, being without proper life anymore. It's not good. And that is not good advice. That's a shamble advice. That's a weak one. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are trying to address here is the issue of a person who has a discretionary leave to remain that has been granted twice. Now, what the law is saying is that if you have been granted indefinite leave to remain twice, On your third occasion, you'll be going for your, if you have been granted discretionary leave twice, I beg your pardon. The third attempt is that you are going for indefinite leave to remain. And when you are going for your indefinite leave to remain, you're supposed to have your English test done by a recommended college of Trinity. That is Secretary of State recommended college. So I am not giving you a college. It's the Secretary of State that put the college there, and it's appointed. So you need to do your test through that college, recommended one, and then submit your application for indefinite leave to remain. If you don't pass life in the UK test at that junction, don't kill yourself. Life in the UK test become important when you are going to submit for your naturalization application to become a citizen of the United Kingdom. What you are fighting for is a permanent residence, indefinite leave to remain in the UK. So when you are going, you just have to demonstrate that you can speak good English. Once you have that in your bag, a successful application will be made, because as long as you are still fitting into the old system, you don't have any problem. But the moment you have run out of status from your 2 discretionary leave to remain, if care is not taken, you are more likely to start all over on a 10-year parent route. If care is not taken from FAT, you are more likely to start on parent and 10-year parent route, because you have broken that continuity. My sister, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
I think you should be sitting your lawyer down and be advising your lawyer instead of your lawyer advising you. You should be advising your lawyer at this stage and said to your lawyer, this is what I said. Quote my name. And I stand corrected.
The court is in this month.
The court is this month, yeah?
Yes.
Can I ask you to come and see me on consultation?
Yes.
I think you should come and see me on consultation. And when you are coming here, I'm not saying you should leave your lawyer. Please.
Okay.
Stay with your lawyer, but come and take advice from me so you can give it back to him or her. When you are coming, can I see this reason for refusal, please?
I'll bring it on.
All right. See you then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
God bless, ma'am.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to understand the Secretary of State take in this situation. Once you have been in the country for a while, you should understand the style. I know my country, United Kingdom, very well, that there is always a cut-off date in everything, in every law that the United Kingdom pass. United Kingdom will not pass a law and say it's going to start today immediately. No, no, no. And that is why I will always have respect for UK. This is my country. Let's get this right now. Respect is reciprocate. If you think your lawyer does not understand what you are telling him or her, take consultation elsewhere first. But I can assure you that means the person is not fit for the purpose of that job. I can assure you straight away. Because the basic illustration here is that a discretionary leave to remain will continue to be in place from the old rule. So it's a DL. That paragraph will continue to be applicable to all those who were granted at that period. And nothing is taking that right away from them. I have lots of them, and I'm getting through. I'm clearing them into indefinite leave to remain. I'm putting them into indefinite leave to remain because I follow them on from the day one that we have struggled to start the discretionary leave. So I ensure that I follow them through. Exactly. So what I'm doing is that I make sure that I'm following them through one by one, so that nothing will look as if, so that it will not look as if we don't know what we are talking about. When you put in an application for discretionary leave on the first occasion, before it expires, you have to go in quickly for the second term. At least 28 days, according to what the Secretary of State said. And when you went for the second term, straight away, you need to move in. Before the end of the second term again, move in into your indefinite leave to remain straight away. So discretionary leave to remain is still there for those who can comply with their DL straight away. So it's within 7 years. 3 years is 6 years, plus 1 year of that is 7 years. But what you have to bear in mind is that if you make mistake to have a gap, if you make mistake or your lawyer made mistake to have a gap, quote my name, there is every possibility that you will start all over again because you have broken that continuity. So you're not going to have that 10, you are not going to have your indefinite leave to remain. They are going to start you on the 10-year route. They're going to start you on the 10-year route. They're going to start you on the 10 years route. So the most important thing at this junction now that we're talking about, and we don't want to leave that topic, is on the 7-year route, taking you back straight away, prompt you back straight away into the 7-year route. I'm on 07908 628240. A gap can happen if you make mistake not to submit on time, or you were wrongly advised and you submitted and you were refused. You have had a gap and the continuity has been broken. Believe me, that is a good question to ask me. Thank you. So when you ask me question, you are helping me. You are helping my brain. A gap could occur with a one mistake. One mistake. Good morning to you.
Hello, ma. Good morning.
Morning to you, dear. Morning.
Yes, ma. Thank you. I've been trying to have, I have actually explained my situation there in the comments, or maybe you didn't see it. So what actually happened in my own case is that it's almost the same thing as what you've been saying. When I actually came into this country, I 10 years ago, I came with my first son that was born in Nigeria. Then he was just 10 months old when I actually came here with him. So, and since then I've had another 3 children here that were born here. So, but for the last 5 years, we've been trying to put in an application. Though we were told that it was a little bit earlier for us, but because we just wanted to put something in, to regulate our status and all of that. So, but since then till now, it has been one thing or the other was been refused. Even when we came on that 7 years law that you're talking about, we still had that law when we came. But at the end of the day, they said it's been changed to 10 years parental, or what I don't know the term for them. So since then till now, all the applications that we put in were being refused. We've been to court several times. We've had appeal like 3 times. Everything is just refused. Even my first son that I came with is going to be 11 years old. My daughter that I had in this country will be 9 this April. Even with all of that rule and everything, we were just getting refused. We don't even know what to do. We're giving up on everything. We don't. At one point in time, we didn't even have money to claim to get a lawyer. We were introduced to what do they call these people that don't get money? I've forgotten what they call them. Legal aid.
Legal aid.
Yes, legal aid and all of that. We were introduced to them. They handled the case for us. Even till now, they've been to court with us like 3 times. Last month, we were at the court when we had the last application. The appeal was reviewed. They even appealed to the upper tribunal. They said they want to challenge. We don't know what we are doing wrong. We don't know what to do. We don't even understand. Please, can you just please help me get more like maybe what we should have done or what I don't even know, please.
What is the current situation at this junction? What is the current situation?
Okay, the current situation at this moment is they are saying to us that my son that I came from Nigeria with, that is not 10 years in this country. No, it's going to be 10 years in this country by July. Well, the lawyer is saying to them that even though, okay, you're not using that one, but she's not signing this country that's going to be 9, that's even over 7 years. So you're not even considering that. Okay, let's assume you don't want to consider
we can only rely on what the lawyers are saying. We can only rely on what the network. We don't even get it now. We don't get it.
Is the application with the lawyer now, or with the Home Office?
At the moment, everything is resumed. Everything is resumed right now. Like it's just like cancel right now.
How old is the child?
You mean the one that I came from Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
My son.
Mm-hmm.
My son is 10 years old. He's 10 years old. But they are saying he's 10 years old, right? So because he wasn't born here, he kept 10 months old.
How old? How old?
He's 10 years old right now.
How old did the child came in?
10 months old. Just 10 months old, baby.
10 months old child, and he's now 10 years old.
Yeah, it's not, he's 10 years here in this country. What I'm saying is 10 years ago when I brought him, he was not 10 months old when I brought him here in the country.
Okay, I understand. So still yet, it hasn't been granted.
Yeah, at all. In fact, they're not even saying, okay, wait to this. They're just refusing. They're saying because of the parents. Yes,
Did you put in the application with your man?
Yes, we started everything like family.
But the lawyer is supposed to advise you what the applicable law was at the time of the application. There is nowhere it is stated that is for both parents, and I stand corrected. Even my superior in chambers, they stand corrected. They have pronounced it. It's in the book. It's everywhere. There is nowhere it is stated. There is nowhere it is stated that the application is for both parents. I stand corrected.
Even people say to me as well what you said. So many people have advised. They said, you know, go do this alone with the child. You know, as a woman, don't worry later. You know, then your husband can come in and all of that. But you know how everyone has responded men when they're having all this stuff and they're the ones to take. You know, you can't say, oh, don't put the name. It's gonna, you know, that man. You know, no. You know, they said that you upset him or something like that. You know, you won't feel okay. Now you don't want to, you know. I know so many people have told me the same thing. They said, even my case worker from the same thing. They said, well, yeah, you need the road for the child, you know, then, you know, oh, you know, what is it? We just don't know what to do at the moment. Everything is just
Let me tell you, my young lady, successfully in the past, I know what to do. And to the present time, I still know what to do on that kind of application. See me afterwards. Thank you. In my language, I'm a Yoruba tribe, a proud one. In my language, only tí ògùn ẹni bá dáni lójú. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ mọ́ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ni máa ṣe tí ògùn ẹni bá dáni lójú. How can I help you? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, ma'am, please, I just want to ask a quick question. Basically, I came here as a minor, like I've been here for a very long time, but finally, I got given, after going to court, I got given 2.5 of the 2.5 year on a 10-year pathway. But during this period, I've got 2 children. However, my husband obviously is not a citizen, so he was here as a student, but he's gone back to Nigeria at the moment. My son is going to be 7 in April, okay? And we renewed the second time. So I want to, my next renewal date is 2020. But I was wondering, because by then my son would have been 7, is it wise to leave him out of it or just do myself alone and my little girl who's 4 years old? I don't know.
Have you been previously granted?
I've been, yes, we've been granted, yes. I've got 2.5. I've got the 2.5 second time, and I've added the children on it. So the first time I renewed, I added the children on it. So they've also got what I've got. But my son is going to be 7 years next month. Your son is going to be 7 years.
Yes, he's going to be 7 here.
Let's wait until the child clocks 7.
Until clock 7.
Yes.
Okay.
But have you been given 2.5 years already?
Yes, I've got 2.5 years already.
So,
I've got it rolling. So I've renewed.
So you are okay. So you are fine. Yes. I must have got you wrong. So you are okay then. So what's the problem?
So what I was asking is, because I'm going to renew in 2020, my next due date is 2020. I was wondering what am I going to do for my 7 years old, which by then he will be going 9 years old. So what should I do for him when he's 7? Should I just leave him out of my next renewal, or what do I do? Because
it depends on your financial capacity.
Okay.
In a normal situation, everybody's supposed to go in.
Okay.
But if your financial capability cannot take the application now, then I would advise that you should drop that child.
Okay.
Home office understand.
Okay, because it's 2 I've got. So I've got the 4 years old, which I will add on anyway. She's 4. By then she'll be 6. She'll be going 6. So it's just the funding I was looking at, because he's gonna be going 9 at that time. So I was just wondering, there's no really, nothing would happen if I don't add him on, would it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing will happen.
Okay, ma'am.
But they didn't grant you that 2.5 years because of that child.
No, they granted me the 2.5 years under human rights. I went, because I've been here as a minor. Before I had them, before I had the children, I've been fighting the immigration case.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay.
They grant me based on my long term here.
Okay, hold on. So when you went in for the application, when you were first granted, the child was there.
The child was already born, yes.
Hold on. And that child is your first child.
My first child, yes.
You have to take that child along. I love Secretary of State ideology on that particular one. You got to take that child along. If you don't take that child along, you'll be questioned. So my dear, start looking for money and put money aside for it.
Even though by the time I'm doing it, it's going to be 10.
Unless the child is 10 years. And if the child is 10 years, you will register the child to have his British passport or a British passport. And then you will take the child document along with your one when you're going for further application, for extension.
Because, when I'm renewing the next one, this boy will be 9, almost going 10. So it's not yet 10, but it will be going 10. You know what I mean? So
I don't want to take too much of time because there are so many people on the queue now. Do you understand? The advice I'm going to give you is that the child needs to go with you if it's not 10 already. And if you have not taken the application for registration, that first child must go with you on your next application. Quote my word. So you need to find money. If you're not going to take the younger ones, that's fine. But the older child must go with you.
okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, ma.
Okay? Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Bye. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi there.
Good morning, madam.
Yeah, good morning. Please hold on a second. Let me address my audience and let them understand what we just talked about now. Ladies and gentlemen that out there, what we just discussed now is that if you were granted on a discretionary leave, or whether it's 2.5 years based because you came in when you were underage, but you were not granted until when you had your child. If you're going for an extension, that child must go with you again. No application is single-handedly granted to a single person that has not clocked 20 years in the UK. So if application is granted to you, it has to be the circumstances to do with a child that you are having with you. So when you are going for a renewal, go and look for money. Immediately you have been granted, you have been given the liberty to work and contribute into the economy of the United Kingdom. So basically the advice is that you must continue to work. Put money aside for your next renewal, including your legal fee. Put money aside. An application fee for 2 persons, you have to think about the 993 as we speak now. Come what April 6 is going to go up. You have to think about the National Health Service surcharge of 500 for each of you. It's most likely that it will be increased in April. Think about that and think about the legal fee. Put money aside for your renewal. You cannot single-handedly go in for an extension if you have a child that you were granted with. Unless that child has a British passport during the journey, then you can enclose the child passport and the birth certificate with it. If that is not the case, I am afraid so. You must apply with the child again. If not, you will be refused. Please go ahead.
Hello, madam.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, sorry. So, my question is this, yeah? I'm a British citizen, right? And I'm married to unknown Nigerian. Then I've got children, you know. So, my children, they both got British passport. They gave my wife 3.5 years. After that one, we renew again. They gave her another 3 years again. So now, she's not due to renew again for indefinite, which is in July, you know. So I'm thinking, I asked the lawyer I met the lawyer. The lawyer said to me, I should come in and fill the form and pay the £1,500 to fill the form. Then he will give me the form. Then I will go down to the home office with my wife. They will go and do one-on-one there, which I'm going to pay about 2,800. You know, so I was like, I don't know how that one works.
Okay, take me through the journey. You are doing a premium service.
Okay.
That's what you are doing.
All right. Okay. It's called premium, right?
It is called premium service. Have you been have you booked for space?
No, I haven't yet.
So you are paying a lawyer to do the job for you.
No, I just asked him just an advice. So he's telling me he's going to fill the form. Then I'll pay him 1,500. I was like, if I'm paying you 1,500, then is it just to fill the form? Of which I can do it, you know. I can do it. So why am I paying 1,500 for if I'm going face to face? So I'm
Extortion.
I don't know.
Extortion fee, extortion money.
So,
I don't understand. You see, I try not to get involved in lawyers' fees.
yeah.
But then when it's unnecessary, then you just have to find your way out of that hole.
Okay.
Yes.
Because my wife, she's working as well. So, and they have never refused for right from time and they apply for her. You know. So that's premium service. You think that service will make a decision?
The premium service means that you want it to be done as quickly as possible. So within a day or two, you will be notified.
Okay.
Yes. Instead of it going into the standard queue, you will be notified within a day or two. But bear it in mind that you have to pay extra £500 for the submission on a premium service already. And if the lawyer is going to charge you 1,500, does that include the home office application fee? He said no.
No.
Ah.
That's why I was like, what is this charging me for 1.5?
Please take your file. Please take your file away from that kind of extortionate.
Okay.
It's not worth it. Please, I'm sorry. It's not worth it.
Have you got an office?
Of course, I'm in the office. I'm a lawyer. I'm a solicitor. Of course, I have office.
Okay.
I'm not a street inside car lawyer or McDonald lawyer. I have my office. Yes.
After your program, I will call you every day.
Please do. Please do.
All right, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation here is that I don't want to get involved in a lawyer's fee. But then when it's not necessary, I don't think it's worth it. Please lower your device. Please lower your device. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hi.
Hi, sorry, Ma. I just want to have a question about about 2.5 years. I have a British daughter. So, my passport has already expired, but I'm not with the father anymore. So then I want to renew. So I'm not sure what I can do.
What did you say you just had now?
Okay. Have 2 years and 2.5 years. It's a British daughter. But I want to renew April now. But my daughter's passport is expired. But I'm not with the dad anymore. So there's no how I can renew my British passport. So I'm just wondering if I submit my
Hold on. Have you been previously granted?
Yes, please.
And the child has British passport?
Yes.
And the British passport has expired?
Yes.
Go to your post office, go and pick up a form and fill it. You'll be renewed.
Yeah, but I'm not with her dad.
It doesn't matter. You are going for an extension. You're not going for a first time. I love Secretary of State decision on this.
Okay.
I love government decision on this thing. They are human beings. Government knew what could happen in relationship. So they have catered for every predicament that is most likely to occur in future on this type of situation. So kudos to the government on this matter. You can renew, my dear.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. You see, if you have been previously granted status under that child and the passport expired and the father moved away thinking that he's doing you a favor, let me damage his thinking. You can renew that passport because it's a renewal. It's not a first timer, so you don't need him anymore. Copy of his passport for everything. You just inserted it and you sign it as the mother. You don't sign as the father because you have leave to remain in the UK. So you have every right to renew that passport. You cannot, because of the father went away or go astray, and deny that child an opportunity to travel on excursion with his friends. No, government will not place a budget on that kind of system. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, dear.
Yeah, I have one or two questions. Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, yeah. The something I've got a family of a boy that will be 7 next year and a girl that will be 4. And we are thinking, or we are planning that is it possible to have like a family application when you turn 7? Or what is the best way to go about it?
You cannot do family application. It's not for both parents, unfortunately. Please take advice further.
Okay, if that should be the case,
Mm.
can either of the parents go with the first with his child when the time comes?
A smart question for a smart person, please. We are. I'm taking live question, and I want people to propose themselves when they are sending me question or when they are asking me directly. You see, those who are sending me are okay, but those who want to be asking, you got to be a sharp instrument. Do you understand? Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Morning to you, dear. Morning to you.
Thank you, ma. Please, ma, my daughter turned 7 in 2015. That's nearly 3 years ago.
Okay.
And just like you said, I was told that because I'm definitely with his dad, we're together as a family. So we were told it's not automatic anymore. That if we're insisting on trying a lock, it has to be either in or me, that we need to put it in as a single parent, just like you said. So it causes a bit of controversy between us because I wouldn't let that happen. I can't let him go and I wouldn't have the opportunity to go. And I don't want to be mean to him and go declare myself as a single mother.
So both of you needs to wait and keep hanging there and keep depriving each other from going in first, isn't it? And then you wait when the child is 10 years and get British passport, and then go in under Zabrano, see if you will be lucky to be granted together at the same time. Like one of my clients that were granted at the same time, but under the 7-year rule, I stand corrected, you will not be granted.
Okay. But now, she's barely going to the 10th in a couple of months. We have waited till this long. So, I just want to know if now, when she turns 10, we can now put this thing together as a family.
You need to register your child. Madam, you need to get the registration done and let your child have a UK citizen first, and then you take it on from there.
Okay, ma'am. And do I need to go for a lawyer to get a passport, or it's something I can do myself?
Madam, you cannot get passport like that. Hold on a second. Please come for consultation to come and take advice on the registration of a child that's born in the UK and live in the UK continuously for 10 years. How to go about it. Take advice first. You cannot get passport directly. You need to register child first.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'll definitely give a call to
Please
you
do.
for consultation, ma'am.
Please do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
dear.
ma'am.
Bye-bye, dear. Yes, I will share Ila Adenike. I stand corrected. Yes, unless if there is any reason to it, medical condition or something like that, that will make Secretary of State change her mind. I'm based in Woolwich. I'm on SC186LF address. So I'm in London. I'm on SC18 channel. So I'm a Londoner. Hello, good morning. It's Tokunbo Olagbaye program. Morning to you, dear.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
I'm not Adefunke. My name is Tokunbo Olagbaye. Hold on, can you call me back, because I'm taking call at the moment on the True Mobile. I'm not taking call through the office landline. Yeah, please. No. Go ahead here.
Okay, hello, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Go ahead.
Calling on behalf of my husband. He did dependent in 2010. He was granted his visa. So when he was due to renew in 2015, he was refused based on that he didn't show financial, what's it called? And his sponsor is not sponsoring them. He's not giving them money, and they are not even like giving him. So they reapply. We put in, they refuse the appeal. So they reapply again, and they granted an appeal. The appeal is for May. So is there any other advice? But it's not like you know that it's not correct, that they are still going to keep them. Is there any other advice you can give to us?
I didn't get your talk. What I will advise you to do is that you will book appointment if you want to take consultation on behalf of your husband, to be rest assured what is likely to take place or to happen on that matter. Then I am able to tell you in advance. I am not 100% having that chance of what is going to be in the mind of a judge, but I can assure you that if I see the case, I can project what is going to happen.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Please, ma'am, where is your office?
I'm in Woolwich. Call my office on 0208 309 8808 for appointments. Okay. Or you can call this number later on when I'm offline.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, dear. Morning to you.
Yeah, is that lawyer Agbaje?
Olagbaye ni o. Olagbaye ni o.
Olagbaye?
Yes.
Olagbaye, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm still on live chat.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I want to ask a question, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
My boy is just that is 7 years old, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my 5 years and it expired 2015.
Okay.
And I had it with my daughter because she was around 1 year old when they granted 5 years. So I had it with my daughter, but it expired 2016. So my daughter is 9 years old now. So I don't know what application I can put in.
Your daughter is 9-year-old, and was your daughter born here?
Yes, she's born.
Yeah, you can put an application on that 7-year-old.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can I make the application alone, or it has to be with my daughter?
It has to be with your daughter. It has to be with your daughter. The application is not for single person. It's for single mother or single parent rather.
Okay.
So you have to go in with the child. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, dear. Bye. Hello.
Hello, good morning. It's me again. I called on the landline earlier.
Okay.
Thank you. I am a single parent. I have a daughter. She's going to be 8 in this March. She is a British citizen.
Okay.
Before I had her, I had an application, which I put in an application as a dependent of the DEA National,
Okay.
which expired in 2015.
Okay.
I applied permanent residence after that.
Okay.
At first I was turned down. We appealed it, and there's just been many difficulties along the line. Right now, I don't know where I stand on that application as a resident that is a little family member of DEA National. Mind you, I've accepted the 5 years in 2015. My daughter all the time, she's British. I'm just wondering, what should I do next? Can it be okay to put an application based on my daughter, even though I still have this appeal pending?
Do you want to come and see me on consultation?
Yes, please.
I think that would be the better way of moving forward.
Okay.
Mm.
Can I come tomorrow?
You need to book appointment to know my schedule.
Okay.
See if you can call at 10 o'clock for appointment booking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I call the landline?
Yeah, call landline at 10 o'clock.
Oh, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, when I'm doing this, I am stretching my brain. I am encouraging others that it can be done. I'm also encouraging women in the diaspora that whatever you are doing, you can do it better. Don't look at what people are saying. That's the reason why, I'm doing all these things. And also, when you are doing this of kind, your heart has to be there all the time. You got to love what you are doing to be able to be the best among many. Don't forget that there are many lawyers, there are many fishes in the ocean, but it takes a good one to come out successfully. So you really need to look at the loophole and see how you can stand out in your job, in your career, in your profession, in what you are doing. Don't look at somebody else's wristwatch and say because the person is taking this type of wristwatch and you want to go and buy it. It might fit this person's hand and not fit your hand. So don't look at somebody else's wristwatch. Focus. And as a woman, I want to encourage women out there that you can do better. You can do a lot of things for yourself. You can strive. You can excel. Because when you have a good job and when you are doing well, when you are in the market, in labor market, that is when you will not be maltreated by anyone else. And that is when you will not have time to listen to gossip. If you are very schedulely busy, your diary is packed and full up, you will not have time. So I am using all these things that I'm doing as a role model to encourage many people all over the world that you can do a lot for your destiny without looking back, without being tired. Just concentrate and focus. We're talking about the issue of 7-year-olds. You can see the way I am different. I have digressed a bit and I went back straight away inside it. It's just to encourage people. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi there.
Hello? Yes. I'm going to ask you a question. First of all, let me say, job well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm listening to you sometime, and I know that you are very well. God bless you.
Thank you, dear.
I want to ask you a question. We've not been long here, I think, with my family. But we just for 3 years anyway. So I'm asking, if, for example, I can afford £100,000 to move in here from my country.
How much is that?
£100,000.
What do you want to use it for?
You know, if I want to apply for, so I can apply for a thing that I've been given a resident.
You want to come under entrepreneur
Yes.
or investor?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. If you have a good cash, we can work it out and see the relevant visa for you and your family to move into UK. You know, apart from the money required to be in the bank as an investment money that you want to rely on, you have to have all the monies for the application. You have to have monies for the applications for all of you.
Yes. I know. We are already here.
Okay.
We are already here. We've been here for the past 3 years.
Okay.
Yes. So, what I'm just thinking now, I have some things I can sell and raise that money. Is it possible for me to apply even if I would have the money?
Are you still within a good leave to remain? Do you still have the relevant leave to remain?
No.
If you don't have the relevant leave to remain, you will not qualify. You have to leave United Kingdom and go. It's an entry clearance application if you don't have leave. It's not for those who have run out of leave. You rather have leave under PBS, which students or others, to change into that kind of category. In the case that you don't have leave anymore, you have to come out of United Kingdom. It will become an entry clearance application. You cannot do it on overstayer. It cannot be done. If you have run out of visa, it cannot be done. Don't let anyone take your money. Please, yes, of course. After 10 o'clock, call on 0208 309 8808 8808. You can call. No, 0208 309 8808. Yeah, so you can call after 10 to make us move on for that, and then we can decide. But please don't put money down for anybody. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Hello? Yeah, hi.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you.
God bless you with what you're doing, ma'am. Everyone is your reward.
Thank you.
I just want to find out, I am on 2.5 years route for 10 years parental route, and I have a daughter. I put in the application and they gave us 2.5 years each. And our application is due to be renewed next year, I think April or May. And that next year, August, is going to be set. Is she still going to put in the same application as mine? Because I'm not too sure if she can register herself as a British.
How old is the child going to be?
She'll be 7 by August next year. So our application is still May next year. To be
you won't be able to register that child until that child is 10 years, unless if one of the parents has indefinite leave to remain or British passport.
We are both on 2.5 years.
So you have to continue to be the family unit, and you have to do the family unit application.
Okay.
Yes.
And also the father, we are not together anymore, but he has been taking responsibility by paying some money to me, and sometimes it's time to go and pick the child in school and all. But he hasn't regularized his status. So is there any way we can be of help to him now?
I would rather advise that you go in for your second time again and then you take advice later on, but not now.
Okay, after my second time.
Yes, don't do anything now.
God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, hi.
yeah, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Anthony. Excuse me, I just want to confirm something. If there is any limitation to the time you can travel within 2.5 years,
You are Alowole Babatunde?
yeah.
Okay, I've just pinned your question down now. I was about to answer it now. Now, if you have 2.5 years and you want to travel out of United Kingdom, like any other people that holds indefinite leave to remain or permanent residence, you are only allowed to travel and be missing for 90 days.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing it. How many times can you go? Then if you go for maybe under 90 days, maybe you can travel 3 or 4 times.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as it's not more than 90 days.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, hi there. Good morning to you. Morning to you there.
Is that Loyola Bay?
It is. It is.
Is it?
Yes, it's me.
Yes. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning dear. Morning dear.
Yes. I've got a question. I started with my wife. It's 2010. And then since then, we've not been at all. And 8 years now. And I want to do my divorce, so I don't know how to go about that.
You have your what? You've married your wife for how many years?
We got married in 2007.
Okay.
And we separated in 2010.
Okay.
And in 10 I'm not living again. And it's 8 years now, so I want to do my divorce. I don't know where she is. I don't know anything about her anymore. So I don't know how to get about me to do that.
Well, if court made attempt to the last known address, you need to know the last known address of your other person, you know. In a divorce matter, you will be the petitioner and she will be your respondent. So she will be the person responding to you. There has to be 2 people to the marriage. Therefore, it takes 2 people to dissolve it again. Now, the second person that will be able to assist you in dissolving it will be court if they cannot find the address. That will be after when the bailiff have attempted all address given and it's impossible to get hold of her. That is when court will proceed to dissolve the marriage.
Okay, I know the address.
So you must know the last address.
Okay.
So you have to insert the last address, all our details as on the marriage certificate into the divorce application, divorce form.
Okay. So,
Court will make attempt to deliver.
okay. Can I apply that on my own, or I need to consult a lawyer?
You don't need anything, but when it comes to, you can do the divorce yourself, but if you need advice before you start the application yourself, then that's fine. I can give you advice on it, the document and the statement that you need to put in place. Once you can do that, once you can get the advice from me, you should be able to do the divorce application yourself, and I'll tell you the type of form to use.
Okay, because we've separated for 8 years now.
Yeah, that's fine. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, can I call you later?
Call me later for appointment. Everybody that wants to book appointment, just call after 10 o'clock.
Today?
Yes, please. Today. Just call today. Unless if you want to see me today.
On this number or your landline?
It doesn't matter. Any of them. I will make sure that I try as much as possible to take all calls, and the secretary will take all calls necessary as well. But let it be after 10 o'clock.
All right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, bye. Bye. So going back to the 7-year talk we are still talking about, we haven't left that topic. 7 years is still in place. It has not been taken off by the Secretary of State. As long as there is a qualified child. A qualified child is a British citizen or child that has lived in the UK for 7 years or more. That's the qualified child. Now, you must have a parental responsibility on that child. You don't have to be a biological parent of that child. That's what Section 117B6 is saying. You do not need to be a mother or father directly. As long as you have parental responsibility on that child, you will be qualified to make application on that child. When we talk about parental responsibility, we need to look at the day-to-day of taking care of that child, proof of address with the child, and other things together that will make you qualify under that emblem. So I haven't left that topic that brought me on this morning, talking about 7-year-old child. I know, I understand a lot of people will ask questions bothering their mind in other area of immigration or other area of law. That is fine. I'm capable to answer. But the topic that brought me here this morning is on 7-year-old residency in the UK under Section 117B6 of the Immigration Act and Nationality Act of 2002. You know, the inserted came in 2016, and the section that was inserted at 117. So you find them, all of them individually. As long as the person that they refuse is not liable to deportation and then has a qualifying child, 117B6 will kick in. 6 will kick in. Subsection 6 will kick in straight away. And then that is where a lawyer will have to straighten him or herself in law. And that's when we know who is a lawyer and who is not a lawyer. I love it. Hello, good morning. I love law because I love legal arguments. You know, I love using case laws. I love using precedents, using sections, using act. So I really love law. Morning to you, dear.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I have 2 routes to apply for. Because I'm a trained nurse from Nigeria, and I have a 3-year-old daughter here as well. So I found an NHS hospital that's ready to sponsor my T2, permit. And also I can. Well, my question is that which route do you think it will be the best for me?
Repeat yourself. Repeat yourself. That is too short. That is too fast.
Okay, sorry. I'm a trained nurse from Nigeria.
Right.
And I'm in the UK. I have a 3-year-old daughter.
Okay. Okay.
So I find an NHS hospital that is ready to sponsor my T2 sponsorship visa.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm thinking of putting in an application under my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 routes for application. So my question is, which one do you think will be the best for me? And another concern is that under the T2 visa application, do you think they will receive it if I put in the application from inside the UK?
You want to put in application under your child
Yes.
that has British passport?
Yes, that's one option. The other option is that I have a NHS hospital wanted to sponsor me for a Tier 2 visa. You know the Tier 2, the work-based visa, for nothing. Hello, ma.
You have a child that has British passport. That is important to me.
Yes, ma.
And you have your Tier 2 visa now. What do you have?
No. I found a NHS hospital that wanted to sponsor me for a Tier 2 employment.
What visa do you hold currently?
No. I didn't have any visa. I didn't have any visa remain currently.
So your best bet would be to go under your child that has British passport.
Okay, ma. Okay.
Please.
That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to do.
make application under your child that has British passport. That will give you peace of mind, and then you can go in and work with the NHS without you needing to beg them for sponsorship again.
All right. Okay. That's fine. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, dear. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi there.
No, but I just want to find out, ma'am, about the discretionary leave. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the 6 years rule.
Okay.
The waiting time, if there's a waiting time, assuming you have 6 years.
Okay.
You renew it for the first time, 3 years.
Yeah.
And the waiting time, it takes the home office like
Okay.
1 year to process the application.
Okay.
So that counts towards the 6 years route.
No, not at all. It will not count. Let me assist people listening to this question. You have to go by what Home Office has granted on the card. A lot of people has made that unnecessary mistake, and it costs them. It's costly. Your 6 years is as seen on the card,
Okay.
and nothing more. You're not happy.
Okay, thank you.
You're not happy. You sound not happy.
No, I just want to be sure.
They are going to get it, and they are going to keep your application in there for another 1 year. If you make silly attempts, they're actually going to go by what is on your card. They don't want to know that they kept it there. They want to believe that they answer you when they have their time. Because of the backlogs and the large numbers of applications that goes into the Home Office. So I will not advise anyone to be calculating the time they have kept it there. They should be calculating from the date of the card. That is when they have approved it. Yeah? Thank you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen out there, when it comes to putting in an application to the Secretary of State, you go by what is on the card. I have a client lately that her son run out of a biometric card time because she was calculating it from another word. She failed to look at the card, the date of the card, so the son run out. You don't calculate it like that. You calculate as seen on the card. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, dear. Morning.
I'll first and foremost like to commend you for the good work you're doing. I pray that the good Lord will continue to give you more grace and more strength to continue to stand for people like us in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I've got two questions. The first one, it hasn't got anything to do with the 7-year rule. It's about my wife and NHS. When my wife gave birth to our child, we had an ongoing appeal, which hasn't been heard at the tribunal. But after the birth, the NHS gave us a bill of about £10,000, and which I haven't been working because they took me off work. So, and I tried, presenting my case to NHS. They said there was nothing they could do. Now, my question is that now the case has been heard. It was thrown out. We are in the process of we've appealed again. I just want to find out that hope that won't stand in the way of the Home Office, stand in our way because they might come back and say we have an outstanding bill of total amount, and because of that they won't grant our application and things like that. I just want to know if there's anything we could do regarding that.
Right. The situation here is that if an NHS bill is outstanding, it has to be brought down to the lowest of either, I think, 1,000 or less than 1,000, unless there is a sign of continuity in payment.
Okay.
Yes, if there's if there is an arrangement in place that shows that it's being paid, then that is fine.
Okay.
But if there's no arrangements in place, the application will be refused on that.
Yes, we've actually set up an arrangement, so we're paying the barest minimum that we can afford. But yes, an arrangement has been made. Thank you very much for that. But then the only my son is going to be 10 years in August, and we have the appeal. I've just been considered by the judge, but the date has yet to be given to us for the hearing of the appeal. Now the question is, we are hoping that the date that will be given will be after my son's birthday, which is in August. Now the question is, if after then we apply for his citizenship and also red passport, passport, what would you advise us to do afterwards, knowing fully whether we have an appeal ongoing at the moment?
If the child is going to be, if the child is going to be 10 before the appeal date, advice is to register that child as quickly as possible, before the hearing date, so that you can have some kind of evidence to put forward in court again for further evidence. It will stand as further evidence.
So is there need for us to make another application because it's already 10 years and
No. Don't put in a new application. That's a lot of money to waste.
okay.
No, please don't do that. Just put in an additional documents to the court or to the Home Office.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you
Please,
very much, man.
you're most welcome. Thank you, dear. Bye. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you very much. Bye.
If the child is about to clock 10 before the hearing, the most important thing is to register the child as soon as the child is 10 years before the hearing, so you can move forward smoothly without any headache. But do not put in new application because it could cost you a lot of money, and I don't think it makes sense to put in such amount of money. So please don't. Hello?
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, morning to you.
I just want to ask a question now. I got the Irish passport for my child, and then I've put in an application to my child last year, and they haven't come back to me up to now, so I don't know why it's not right.
You've put in an application for your child or your passport, you said.
No, my child got an Irish passport, so I put in an application through her.
And what happened?
For myself.
What happened?
No, they haven't, in the last year, but they haven't replied me up to now. So I don't know why it's taking.
How long ago was this? How long ago?
It was last year, it was 1 year by April.
It will be a year by this April.
Yes, ma'am.
As your lawyer writes to them for an update.
I contacted him last month and he told me that he will write the thing. So I think he should have written to them by now.
I think you should be. I think you should be speaking to your lawyer to let you have updates on that matter. I think it's important.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's important.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. We're looking closely onto the issue of who can put in an application under 7-year rule. You know, we're looking closely in that category to know who and who can submit an application under 7-year-old child. You know, and I think that's the only that's the way forward on 7-year rule. You know, if you have a child that is 7 years in the country and you have not submitted an application, you should be taking advice from me closely. Apart from the documentation required, I'll be advising you on some things. I'll be taking questions from you on issues of why you came to UK, why you cannot return back, and I'll be advising you on the applicable method of submitting your application to the Secretary of State. But believe me, the 7-year rule is still there. It has not been taken away. But you just have to show that you are qualified and you have a qualifying child. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi there.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel. I'm just listening to your program for the first time. I really appreciate the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Because you're giving a hope for the hopeless people. My question goes like this, yeah? Hello?
Yeah, please go forward. Please proceed.
All right. I have a 5-year visa to the country in the UK, and then I have a wife from Eastern European. We live together. We've got 2 kids, 4 years and 7 years old child. And I want to apply for my 2 kids. Haven't got their British passport, but they have a Nigerian passport. We've traveled to Africa 2 times. Then I want to make application, but I'm a little bit confused on what category can I make application for me and my 2 kids.
Okay.
Hello?
You want to know?
I want to know what category can I make application because my 2 kids haven't got their British passport yet, and I want to put for my indefinite as well. So how do I go about the application?
You want to submit indefinite application for indefinite leave to remain.
Yes.
Okay. And what have you got before?
I've got a 5-year visa.
What do you mean by 5-year visa? Entry visa or residence card?
Resident.
And how do you have the residence card that the kids will not have their own if you have it under their mom?
I got married to my partner. She's from Eastern European. So I was given a visa under European.
But the children you are talking about are not living under your household. They are living with their mother.
They are living. No, we are all living together.
The children are living with you.
Yeah.
And their mother is living with you.
Yeah.
Have you divorced your European wife?
No.
When I am giving advice on this platform, I would like people to take my advice very seriously. Very seriously. Not just very serious, very seriously. A lot of people do not understand implications of what they are asking or what they are doing. It could be very trivial. Trust me, it could be very trivial. And when I mean trivial, very serious. It could cost you, very costly, if you don't ask questions from the appropriate answer method. You know, so you got to be wise when you are asking questions. And if you don't ask a wise question, you're going to use it to affect yourself. Hello, dear. Hi.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you, dear.
I just want to ask you a quick question. I came here in 2011, 2012, that is March 16. They gave me what do you call it, resident card, 5 years with the EU. And now it's going to 6 years this month. I just want to ask, maybe I can submit for nationalization.
What have you got already?
I got the permanent residence now. It was issued on October 6th, but I was here since 2011, March 16th.
You have your indefinite leave to remain issued when?
In October 6th.
October 6th when? What year?
Last year, that's 2017.
Under what heading? On what base?
The family member.
Of European
Yeah,
person.
Yeah.
What does the letter of grant said to you? Look at your letter.
Yeah, the letter said the due date is March 16, 2017. That if I want to apply, I can apply due date. They put the due date on it, March 16, 2017.
So you were in your letter it stated that you can apply when? 2000 and when?
It's 2018. He said after he said 6 years. In the letter, they wrote here that 6 years.
Yeah, so you use the letter with the application and make your application when it's applicable, when you are ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you use the letter with it. So you must enclose your letter and circle it. Because if you don't use the letter with it, something else can happen.
Okay, ma. Thank you. God bless you, ma.
Cheers. Hello.
Hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
Morning to you, dear. Hi.
Yes, I'm very well. Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Yes, ma. I have currently in the United Kingdom with 2 years family visa, and I have been coming since 2014. Hello, ma. They have been coming since 2014 because we have two boys now. One is going to be 5 July this year, and the second one is 14 months. But when I came in this year, we discovered that our first child is released. So my wife, and she's working, and she decided that I should stay. I usually come spend 2 weeks and go back, and I never overstay. So we were thinking of, are they going to give me, because they said, on what we've been reading, they said there's no way they can change visitor visa. I have to go back to Nigeria. And for any reason, if I have to go back to Nigeria, my wife will not be able to work and will not be able to meet financial requirements. Can I still go ahead and put in my application?
You want to put in an application under what heading?
Family life.
Family life under what? Wife or child?
Or child, ma.
So the child has British passport?
Yes, both of them, ma.
Okay.
And my wife wants to be British citizen.
Okay. So your wife is a British citizen?
Yes, ma.
And you came in with what visa?
With 2 years family. So,
How long ago was this?
It was issued in January 11, 2018.
2018.
Yes, this year.
Why would you come under visit visa?
Because I've been using them. You know, I told you I've been coming since 2014.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you have a wife that has British passport and a child that holds British passport, the Secretary of State and her entourage will expect you to make application under spouse visa, not under visit visa. They are going to punish you for that if you want to remain in the UK. You might be punished for it. Which means that you will damage your credibility, in no doubt. It will be the appropriate way to do this thing because your visa is only relatively granted in January.
Yes, ma'am.
So why would you want to damage your credibility? Why would you in the first instance come in under a visit visa when your wife and your child has British passports? And for those who are listening out there, who are still outside the United Kingdom, don't make application to come in as a visitor. If you have a husband that has British passport, or you have a wife that has British passport, and you have a child that has British passport, and they are in the United Kingdom already, please don't attempt it. It's recklessness. Don't attempt it. Make application under spouse visa and deal with the income threshold criteria. Because if you're coming under visit visa, you're going to affect your credibility and you will be refused and become an overstayer and start running up and down and you will not be able to walk. So of what use? You will get stuck in the UK. You will not be able to go to Nigeria and see what you are doing there anymore until you are sorted by the Secretary of State. And you are not going to be given easily like that if you are relatively new. Especially if you have visit visa that's still valid. I think you were wrongly advised, or you didn't take advice.
It's just because we didn't know my son is not sick until February when we diagnosed. We've been battling with it. He's not talking. He's not making any sound. We've taken him to different school, and my wife is also a diabetic. She has high blood pressure. There's not, and she was put with CS as well. So it's just too much when I came in January. So I couldn't even leave them like that. The way I usually spend 2-3 weeks, then go back to Nigeria. So ever since then, she's been, saying this is the best thing for us, and this is the best time for us to put in the application. If you don't want to, do you have another family in Nigeria, which I don't. Do you have another family in Nigeria? Is it because of the job? You can, make another life, That's why I decided to, okay, I will stay. But even up to now, I haven't even, because what you are just telling me now, I have to make another decision now. But my concern is, for any reason, I have to go back to Nigeria. She has to stop working. She has to stop working and be looking after our two children. Most especially the first one, to be frank this year, is currently at reception. We've changed the school. We have to change another. We have to change the school again to a special school.
You should have varied your visa. while you were in Nigeria. You should have varied to a spouse visa. You knew what is at stake. You knew what is around. You knew what you are coming for. You knew the situation of the family. You shouldn't have taken it lightly and take risk on a visit visa to come to UK and to think that you want to change it inside United Kingdom. It's going to cost you. It's costly. Forget about the financial aspect of it. It will damage a lot of things. Trust me. And especially you are a man, not a woman.
Yes, man. To God, I never had plan of staying in the United States.
I believe you. I believe you. But does the Secretary of State believe your story? Of course not. I believe you. Because I understand everything from the local level. But the Secretary of State is not from local level. So he will not understand it. So she won't believe you. She will only believe her rules that she has put out there for everybody to follow. And that's it. Answer is A. She doesn't want to have the B for the answer. The answer is A. That's the calculation. And that's it. And she will take her eyes off.
So, Matt, do you say I should go back to Nigeria now?
It will be the appropriate way if your wife can meet the income threshold. And bear it in mind, if she has been working continuously with one employer for 12 months and she's still in employment in the last 6 months and she earns 18,600 minimum before tax is taken, you are qualified and your reputation will be intact because the application will be properly prepared from here. We will hand it over back to you. You will only go back home to go and submit. Bear it in mind, you only came in January, so you are still within the perimeter of law. You have not done anything wrong now, before it's too late. So if she's working now, you are okay now to put in the application now.
Okay, man. Yeah, she's been working over 2 years. It's going to be, in fact, they confirmed her as a staff May last year. She's been working over a year. She's going to be 2 years by May this year. Sorry, April this year. So, but my concern is, if I go back to Nigeria, she will stop working. She has to stop working. And currently, she's earning more than, I think, 21,000 or so. She's over 18,600 or 19,600.
If she had more than that and she's in employment continuously, I think the appropriate way is to make application of that spouse visa. It gives you peace of mind in the first instance. Under 5 years, you will get your indefinite leave to remain as well. So I think you should think from that angle a bit.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
Okay, ma. Okay, when she comes back from work, I will discuss with her. Maybe we'll give you a call tomorrow morning, ma.
No problem.
Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma.
Cheers. Bye. Bye. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi there. Yeah, hi.
Yes, please, I want to ask a question about what is going on.
You want to do what?
Please, I want to speak to Lawyer Tokunbo, please.
Speaking. I'm on a live video now. Are you okay to speak? I'm on a live show.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay, ma'am.
Okay, please proceed.
Okay. Please, I want to ask a question about application about this 7 years of couple.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
My son is 9 years old now. 9 years old. We received an application before he was 7.
Okay.
So I said, the application was. Hello, ma'am.
I'm here for you.
So as he's 9 years old now, he's going to be 9 in November. I want to know the application I can do.
Your child is going to be 9 years, yeah? In when?
Yeah. In November.
Yeah, you can submit an application under the 7-year route, but please take advice first before you put in the application.
So how can I go about it now?
You get consultation, so go and call my office for advice. 0208 309. Yeah, 0208 3. 309. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. 0208 309 8808. Yes, please. You can call the office straight away now. I'm sure the line is quite busy, but you can still call the office and book appointment to see me. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, dear. How are you?
Yeah, not so bad, not so bad. I have a big question, and I'd just like to find out what your thoughts were. I happen to have a British passport, and I had a Nigerian passport, which I lost. Now, I went to the Nigerian embassy, got an emergency travel certificate. When I got to Nigeria, I handed them the travel certificate, which is nothing but a letter, right? Now, when I was, of course, when I was in Nigeria, I didn't have time to apply for a Nigerian passport. When I was leaving, at the check-in, they took my British passport, was fine. But at the immigration part, they were asking me about my Nigerian passport that I used to, that I brought to the country as well. Now, I'm trying to find out because I had a bit of problem where I had to give out some money. My question is this: am I supposed to have a copy of that travel certificate, even though it clearly states on the certificate that I should hand it over? And I mean, this is just for everyone to know. Would you know what the answer is to that?
I have not obtained travel certificates in my life before.
Okay, it's just a letter that permits you entry into the country, and it states on the.
You mean permit you to enter into Nigeria?
Yes, yes.
So what happened to it? What are you saying? Did they take it back? They took it back from you in Nigeria?
They took it from me in Nigeria. As soon as I landed in Nigeria, they took it from me. But when I wanted to leave Nigeria, they now started asking me for my Nigerian passport that I used to come in. And I explained to them that I came in with a travel certificate.
Hold on. Let me correct you. You see, I like us to talk to where we're supposed to talk on, what we're supposed to talk on. Now, they gave you permission to enter into Nigeria.
Yes.
You have entered. That document they gave you is a one-off.
It's a one-off, which you're supposed to hand to them.
But you're supposed to have copy of it to show that you entered with rightful way. But the problem is that you're supposed to obtain Nigerian passport while you were in Nigeria. Because I think what happened to you probably similar to what happened to me. I went with Nigerian passport and British passport. My Nigerian passport expired in Nigeria, so I attempted to renew, but they couldn't get me a new one.
I made an attempt to renew, but I thought I could renew it within a couple of days. I thought I would get a new one within a couple of days, which was impossible. So
Exactly.
I had to come back to England.
Okay.
Now, as far as I know, I'm leaving England. So I'm leaving Nigeria.
Same here.
So all I require is just my British passport. I don't need my Nigerian passport for anything.
Exactly.
But at the point of immigration,
Yeah.
sorry, when I checked in, I showed them my British passport. They were fine with that. When I got inside at the immigration desk, they were now asking me for both my British passport and my Nigerian passport. When I now told them that I do not have my Nigerian passport and I explained the circumstance, they told me that I had to have the travel certificate. And I told them that the travel certificate was supposed to be handed over to them, which I have already done.
Exactly.
But of course, I know it was
So they took money from you the way they took £40 from me.
Of course, they took money from me.
Exactly, that's the point. They took money from you the way they took money from me at the port of leaving, not at the port of entry.
Exactly. So I'm trying to find out is it because now this is my fear. Some people told me that I should have taken a photocopy of. You
should. You should.
But I was told that if I take a photocopy, that it is illegal for me to take a photocopy because I'm supposed to hand it over.
No, you're supposed to have copy of it on your phone. That's the purpose of Android, iPhone, Samsung. I like the way you smile. I like that. You're supposed to have the copy on your Android so that you can pull it to each other's face.
Because I was thinking, even if I have a copy, they might say it's not even original.
It doesn't matter, because when I was leaving, they asked me evidence of application for my passport office. They will have let me through, but I wasn't taking from that angle, so there was no application to attempt to, because since they said there's no cover, there's no passport, I didn't bother to even submit application. So they took £40 from me while I was leaving their country. That is where they step. That's where they step on my toes.
I have another one again. Please, this is going to be very quick. Sorry.
Okay.
I have another one. In this instance, I was traveling to South Africa from Nigeria. This was a few years back. I was traveling to South Africa from Nigeria. Now, one of the requirements was to have a vaccine. That was supposed to be vaccination. When I was going to, just before I boarded the plane, they checked and they saw that I did not have the certificate to show that I had been vaccinated. So I had to go downstairs to go and meet some woman who just sat down on her desk thinking she's important. And they took money from, I was not the only one, there are quite a few people there. They took money from us again in that place without even giving me any injection.
Yeah, so you are taking risk. You are risking your life not to take injection. I took my 10 years injection from United Kingdom on yellow fever, and mine is not going to expire until 2027 or 2028 because I only took it last year.
But at least they're going to give me,
they're not going to give you injection. They will only take your money and pass you through. So you are the one that's taking risk. They're not going to give you injection. They will take your money and pass you through.
I'm not going to that place for a long time.
I'm so sorry about this. I have to apologize on their behalf. I'm so sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what is happening in a developing, in fact, in the developing world. Those are the things happening under the developing world. The developing world, not A, is the developing world. The developing world. I'm afraid so, ladies and gentlemen, I have clients waiting. I have to go now. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to thank you. I want to applaud you. It is a nice topic. I will be back again on the same issue because we have not expatiated enough. I want to put it out. I want to piece it out properly. But I want to comment on all of you. You are all wonderful. Thank you for your support all the time. My clients are arriving, so I need to go into full work today. Court was busy yesterday, so that's why you couldn't see me. On Saturday, I was a bit busy in the office as well. But I like all of you. I love you dearly. Thank you for your support at all time. Immensely support. I thank you. Kudos to you all. I appreciate all of you. I remain humble and with great humility. I appreciate all of you. My name hasn't changed. Lawyer Tokunbo Olagbaye. My telephone number is on 07908 628240. 07908 628240. And the office landline. Please call office to book appointment now. 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. I still have one or two spaces for today if you want to book appointment. Book appointment. Today is 6th of March, but I need to go start seeing clients now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. Thanks for all the love buttons. Thank you. Please share. Please like and share, and let those who haven't heard about this, let them know that 7 years application is still applicable. It's still going. It hasn't stopped. You still have the chance to put in an application. Thank you so much, all of you. I love you dearly. Thank you, Adiola. Thank you, Florence Ikpeme. Adiomade. Thank you, all of you. Inka Makosko. All of you on there. Thank you so much. I want to recognize you before I leave quickly now. quickly. Tosin Idowu, thank you. Ayomide Adeyemo, thank you. Abimbola Sholebo, thank you so much. Lajina Lalaba Rose, thank you. Talatu Shafia Balogun, thank you everybody. Let's see if I can see comments quickly here and see if I can start appreciating you before I leave, because acknowledgement is so important nowadays. People should know that. Kainde Esther Dagbeyan Amosun Awoyinka first to come on board, thank you. Obalola JP, thank you. Arakpa Sowu Obalola, thank you. Osarume Chico, thank you. Temi Lola Opalemo, thank you. Lydia, thank you. Hero, thank you. Ebony Busy, Abiola, thank you so much everybody. Egwabo, thank you. Morenikeji Motunrayo, thank you. Tuno Ade Ileri Oluwa, Karen Florence Kosu, Osarume Mobolanle Gbadamosi Oni, thank you. Aderonke Akanbi, Ajiun Koforola, Olabambo Idowu, thank you. Ola Yashakirudin, Adeshueta Olajire Enyami Pataki, thank you. Abiola Adeniran, thank you. Ola Yomi Koiki, thank you. Courage Wasil, Alodimosun Aloya, thank you. Sarah, thank you. Oluwajomilojo Oluwashikemi, Oluwadamilare, thank you. Kemi Akinlago Basura, thank you. Sarah Arute, Sarah, thank you. Femi Ogini Tolu Oyex, thank you. Rizi, thank you. Kunle Onigbogi, thank you. Rizi, thank you. Aginwale Henry Akintomi, Olalade Ashake, thank you. Rodiya Muslima, thank you. Abi Fasansi Enyami Toto, thank you. Sarah Arute Otobo, thank you. Rashidat Gazali Raji, thank you. Sani Ajoke Kalejaye, Florence Peme, thank you, madam. Rodiya Muslim, thank you. Ezimola Heriejo, thank you. Evangelist Henry, thank you. I know you have corrected the statement. Thank you so much for that. Big John, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't want anybody that can put women down in my presence. I don't want women to be put down because they're a bit fragile. So we need to be encouraging each other. So men, you have to encourage women. That's the whole idea. You are the boss, men. But you must encourage women at all times. God has placed it. God's never done it equal. Adam and Eva never been equal. And if you look at Jacob as well, the 12 tribes of Israelites, they have ladies, but they were not mentioned. It doesn't mean that they were not important, but that's the way God places things. But we should encourage women at all times, especially those who are fragile, who are so scared to go into the world. So men, please, I implore you all the time, please try to encourage women at all times to do good, to continue to do whatever they are doing, and for them to strive. God bless you all. Men, all men, God bless you. Thank you for your support. Big Don Wood, Olabola, thank you. Igbineka, thank you. Florence, Rodiya, thank you everybody. Yowa, we thank you. Ajiu Adeomade, Omadie Samuel, Diora Lopez, thank you. Bengus Julius, thank you. Dolapo Anike, thank you. Dora BB, thank you. Shewa Iwalewa, thank you. Balekan, Samekan, Likon, thank you. Fola Remu, Likon, Rodiya, thank you. Orishakemi Bakari, thank you. Orishakemi Bakari, thank you. Risika Adegoke, Eric Nana Okpoku, Yonyi, Adaku Lois, thank you. Rodiya Muslim, Karen Ampush, thank you. Faith Akala, Ashabi Yemi, thank you. Judy Claudia, thank you. Adeyemi Oduwaye, Nikki Bukola Uju, thank you. Sarah Arute, Akin Sanya, Afonsoya Henry, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Funke Akiode, Judy Claudia, Akin Sanya, Sunny Ajoke, Ade Dolapo Taiwo, Adiola, Sarah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Agbola Awogbola Temitope, Justice Mom, Damilola Ade, Abdul, thank you. Tosin Idowu Abidemi, Shade Gold, Fundola Shebi Omo Bimbo Wellington, Omobola Mama Love, Sarah Arute, Delaye, Bamigbe Crown, Funke, Arilade, Itunu. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to go now. Jagumolu Lasisi, thank you. Yamida, thank you. Anne Mbakwe, Princess Adenike Oyeniyi. Thank you so much. Thank you. All of you. Thank you. Adaku Loss, Adeomade, thank you. Thank you. Morning, James Babalola, thank you. Temi Lambo, thank you, dear. Obanla Adebuare Elizabeth, Yami Toto, thank you so much, good woman. You are doing very well. God bless you, ma. God bless you too, madam. Thank you so much, and thank you for the award in Lagos. You are forever in my heart. Anything I do, if I come to Lagos next time, I have to see if you are in Lagos and find you. Thank you, Obanla Adebuare Elizabeth, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. I love you. Thank you. One love to all of you. One love. I need to go now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you all.